And we're back, but we're in a different country. Woo! Doubles in England! Whoa. So I came with my wife to see her dad because he's 93. And also, I came over to help him go through her childhood home and get through all his stuff and get ready to sell the house and ship a bunch of stuff back to America from England. And so thanks for watching this video and learning math with me still. So if this is the year 2025, then that's what's going on. And so I appreciate you still learning math with me. Wayo. Show you a bit, what? A bit of English countryside? Okay, sure, why not? So this is just outside the window where we're at here. We've got little tiny paths and little driveways and little homes. Lots of greenery. And so this is where we're staying. Just a little tiny bedroom here. Yeah. Heated by a fireplace. So I'll show you more on the next video. Show you more in the next video. So what we're looking at right now is 8.2. And so with 8.2, we're distributing through. 3 times 2 is 6. X times x squared is x cubed, of course. So you're just distributing this through and combining like terms. Not too bad. So go ahead and pause me right now. You remember, you know, pause me and try the rest of this problem on your own. And then push play and see how you did. So 3 times 2 is 6. X times x is x squared is x cubed. 3x times negative 4x is negative 12. X squared, like that. 3x times 7 is 21x. And then negative 2 times 8x squared is negative 16x squared, which we're going to combine like terms in a second here. Did you pause me? You try it on your own first. Pause me. Negative 2 times 5 is negative 10. So the only thing I can really see that we have in common there is the negative 12 x squared as well as the negative 16x squared. So our final answer there would be 6x cubed. Negative 12 and negative 16, what's that? So that's 28. So we get negative 28 squared. Just trying to learn how to write with the mouse instead of my hand. So thanks for your patience while I try to figure that out, but we're doing good so far. So plus 21x and then minus 10. And so that's just simplifying all that out, right? Nice. And then number 2 is to graph this polynomial function with the degree and behavior in zeros. Remember that it's an even power. You're going to bounce. Remember that you have to add all the powers to be able to get the degree, get the end behavior. And so this is technically x squared. So you have an x squared with another x squared. Like that. And then in front here we have a negative x to multiply all that with. So when you multiply all those together, you get negative x to the 5th power. And so do you remember the end behavior for odd? How does odd work? So odd is you start off high and you finish off low when it's negative. So just like that, right? And then opposite sign. So this is x equals 1. It's going to positive 1. It's going to bounce because of the even. It's going to bounce. As well as x equals 3. It's also going to bounce. But at x plus 2, when you set that equal to 0, minus 2 to the other side, you'll get a negative 2. And a negative 2, it's actually going to cross through. So pause me. Try this one on your own. Pause me. Try it on your own. Pause me. Try it on your own. See how you did. So it's going to cross through. So let's see. So negative 2, it's going to cross through. And then at 1 and 3, it's going to bounce. This is just kind of a rough sketch there. So it's going to cross through, and then it's going to bounce, and then it's going to bounce. So your graph should be something like that. Nice. So in the pentagon below, angle K measures 62 degrees. What is the total measure of the other 4 interior angles, right? So if you remember, there's like a formula that we learned with this. And so if we can remember that formula is, oh yeah, it's a side minus 2 times 180, right? Yeah. So it's basically how many sides you have minus 2 times 180 degrees. And so this is the total, would you say total, yeah, total sides. Total sides. So for example, so that's a formula. And so for example, if we were doing a triangle would be 3 sides, right? And so 3 sides minus 2 for like a triangle. So that would be 3 minus 2 is just 1. And 1 times 180 is 180. So all the angles should add up to 180 degrees in a triangle, which it does. But in this case, our number of sides, that looks like a 5. That's supposed to be an S. Sorry about that. It's supposed to be an S. And so, if we're looking at 5 different sides, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 sides. So that means it's going to be 5 minus 2 times 180. Should be how many degrees that it adds up to. So 5 minus 2 is 3. And 3 times 180, what's that? Well, let's see. So 3 times 180 is 3 times 0 is 0, 3 times 6, no, 3 times 8 is 24, carry the 2, 3 times 1 is 3, 4, 5, so 540 is what it should add up to. So if we take 540 total degrees and we minus off the 60 degrees, so 540 minus the 62 degrees, that's going to be 500 minus 22 is 480. I think it's 438. Let me see. 478. Let me double check there. Yeah, because then you have 22. So yeah, it should be 478. So then we get equals 478 degrees. So we took this one angle and we minused off. So we took that one angle and we minused off the whole thing. So the whole thing, the whole total should be 540 degrees. And so we took 540 and we minused that off to see what the other 4 interior angles should add up to. So what is the total measure of the other four interior angles? And so these, all these together, minus the 62 should be 478. So that's just your answer. Wayo. So number 4, I need a drink. Here we go. So number 4, you're using the idea of 2 parallel lines being cut, intersect by a couple transversals there. And you also have the idea of supplementary angles is a big, 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 big thing on this assignment. So what I mean by that is if you draw like a line, a straight line, like that, that's half a circle. And so half a circle is 180 degrees. So we're going to use this idea, this concept over and over and over and over again. Use this concept lots of times. And so, for example, if this is 180 degrees, that whole thing, then if you minus the 140, that's going to give us the smaller angle, which is just 40 degrees. So this little angle here then is 40 degrees, right? So that's 40 degrees. And then if this is 100 and this is 40, then that would be 140 total if you added those two together. And so 180 minus 100 is 80. And then minus 40 is 40 because they need to add up to 180. So this angle here should also be 40 degrees, right? And then vertical angles are congruent, so there's another 40. And so far I've found 3 40s. Let's see if you can find more than that. It says, how many angles formed by rays A, B, and C, and D have a measure of 40 degrees? So how many angles is 40 degrees? So I've done 3 so far. You keep counting. You keep counting. There's more than that. Quite a little bit more than that. So keep on going and see how far you get there. So angle A and B are complementary angles. And so complementary angles, what that means is that they add together to equal 90 degrees. Right? So they add together. So that's angle A plus angle B. And so those should add together to equal 90 degrees. Supplementary is 180, but then complementary is 90 degrees. Right? Right. So we're going to add those together and set them equal to 90. And just solve for x. And then plug it back in to get angle A. So 7x plus 4 plus 4x plus 9. Like that. So those should together equal 90 degrees. Because it says they're complementary angles. Right? Complementary angles. There we go. Cool. So then we have 7x, and so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 7 and 4 is 11x. And then we got 4 and 9, which is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So those together equals 90. And now we're going to minus the 13 over. So that's 80. Is that 77? Yeah. So minus 13 over, and you get 77. And then we'll bring our 11x down. And then, of course, we'll divide by 11. And what is 77 divided by 11? Pause me. What is it? What's 77 divided by 11? So that's 7, of course, right? So that's 7. 7 is not the answer, but x equals 7. They want you to find the measure of angle A. So you have to take 7 now and plug it back into A. There we go. So that's going to be 7 times 7 plus 4. And so 7 times 7, because you're plugging it back in, plus 4. So that's going to be 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. So the answer for measure of angle A is 53 degrees is our final answer. Da-na-na. Na-na-na-na. So 53 degrees is our final answer because we plugged in a 7 here. And we got 7 times 7 is 49. And 49 plus 4 is 53. Which is our answer? Which is our answer? Cool. So then try number 6 on your own. So n and m are supplementary angles. Find the measure of angle m if the angles of angle n is 5 less than 4 times the measure of angle m. Wow. So first of all, supplementary angles that these two add together. So n plus m add together, and they're going to equal 180 degrees. 180 degrees. So you add those together to equal 180. But then you got to change angle M to be, let's see, it says angle N is 5 less than angle M. So it's angle M plus 5. And then it says 4 times the measure of angle M. So basically N is equal to 4 times M. And then N is 5 less, or in other words, M is 5 more. Or you can minus 5 over and see that N is 5 less. So take N, 5 less. So if the measure of angle N is 5 less than, well, actually, it might be less than, what are you saying? Oh yeah, less than 4 times. Whoopsie. Okay, so it's angle N is means equal to. So is 5 less than, so 5 less than 4 times the measure of angle M. It's okay to make mistakes as long as we fix them, right? Yeah. So we're fixing them right now. Okay, so N is 5 less than 4 times measure of angle M. Cool. So that's kind of our setup. And then we also know that N plus M equals 180. N plus M. Is that enough information for you? Try this one on your own. Right? So you could just substitute in this in for M now. So this whole thing is going to go there into N. So that's going to be 4M. So 4M plus M minus 5 is equal to 180. And so we want you to solve for M by solving for M first, then plugging it back in to get N. So you're going to go ahead and minus 5 to the other side, so you get 175. 4M plus 1M is 5M. So 5M equals 175. Then you're going to plug that back in. Should get about 137. And then, no, just regular 37. And then plug that back into N to figure out what N is. So I'll let you finish that one on your own. You're going to combine those together again, solve for M. So that's 5M. You're going to add 5 to the other side. Oh, add 5 to the other side. So that equals 185. You're going to divide by 5. And then you're going to take that and plug it back into what M is to figure out what N is. Nice. So if Q, let's check our time so far. Looking good. Still capturing. Yep. Already 18 minutes. Dang. Okay, so if Q and R are congruent, and Q is AX minus 17 and R is 7X minus 3, is it acute, right angle, or obtuse, or straight? Acute, right, obtuse, or straight. Cool. If it's 180, it'd be straight. If it's acute, so acute is less than 90 degrees. A right angle is equal to 90 degrees. An obtuse angle is greater than 90 degrees. Or is it straight? And so straight, I believe, would be equal to, I think that's equal to 180, I think. Sounds right to me. Cool. Okay, so it says they're equal to each other, so we just set them equal to each other. Wayo. So 8x minus 17 is equal to 7x minus 3. There we go. So it says they're congruent to each other, so we're just going to go ahead and set them equal to each other. Cool. So then, let's see here, get everything on the same side. So we're going to minus 7x over to this side. And then that's 1x. And then we'll add 17 over to this side. Add 17 over to this side. So then we have 17 minus 3 is 14. So that's x equals 14? I think so. So x equals 14. Divide by 1 to both sides. What the? Oh, yeah. So that doesn't say what the angle is, though. So x equals 14. Good. And then, let's see. So is Q. So we're looking at angle Q now. And so we're just going to go ahead and plug 14 in there for x. Plug it in. So what is the measure of angle Q? So the measure of angle Q is 8x minus 17. And then we're just plugging in x in place of plugging in 14 in place of x basically there. So now we'll erase x. We'll erase x there. And in its place we'll put 14. So we're going to do 8 times 14 minus 17. And so 8 times 14. 8 times 4 is 32. Carry the 3. 8 times 1 is 8. 9, 10, 11. So we're getting 112. So 112 minus 17 is minus the 12. They're down to 100. And then minus 5 more. So that's 95. So the measure of angle Q is equal to 95, which is greater than 90 degrees. And since it's greater than 90 degrees, because 95 is greater than 90 degrees, then it's obtuse. So the answer for that one is obtuse. So the answer is, it's for number 7, the answer is obtuse. Because it's 95 degrees. Nice. All right, we'll do the next video. Thanks for watching and trying to learn all this angles with us. Supplementary, complementary. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here in England. Whoa, look, the sun's come out. So beautiful in England when the sun comes out. Woo! Yeah. Thanks for watching, and see you again in a second. Show you the backyard next. Thanks for watching. This is her brother's house. My wife's. Yeah, my brother-in-law. Woo! Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye for now. Bye for now.